feel like I'm about to get. No, I'm just gonna play it.
You know, the fact that you can say something because I'll give you an example. Like a lot of these cases are not actually something that people are trying to go to court for, right? They're trying to get a quick
Right.
settlement, a quick payout. Hey, listen, okay, look, you don't really want to go through this. Now you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
I saw this already. I remember this, and I was highly disappointed in Mrs. Jess. Her, this one with my red mouse on that you can see right here. Yeah, that one right there. You just can't be trusted anymore.
Send some money, get your deal. We make this go away, and we just keep it moving. A lot of times, a lot of guys get accused. You never hear about it because they come to the conclusion it's just cheaper on my reputation. It's cheaper
Okay.
as far as not having to have all these court costs and lawyer fees and all this stuff. And so a lot of guys have gotten extorted, especially if you have some level of significance. And this also proves that it's not safe for guys that's single. Like guys that's not in a, you know, in a situationship or guys that, you know, a lot of times we've always thought that child support or, you know, guys that get married and then, you know, they wind up getting divorced and losing half their shit. Nobody is safe. If anything, all of this has taught y'all is that nobody is safe. No guy is safe from the possible accusation of anything or anybody, and you got to be careful who you even keep in your circle. A chick that look good, a chick that may be cute, a chick that may be young. None of that shit play. Everything is at play now, so you just got to be very, very careful. And I feel for him because he worked his ass off every single.
But it's his own fault though. I blame Shannon Sharpe for this.
Okay.
This not his first rodeo. Come on now, somebody of his caliber. I'm sure he's dealt
Well,
with millions and thousands of women. So in this particular case, I blame Shannon Sharpe for where he at because my thing is, my brother, why are you dealing with these kind of women? I understand you might want to get your rocks off, but I mean, you got to know what comes with that. And on the flip side of that, I think it's three sides to a story: your side, their side, and the truth. Now, am I saying Shorty is lying about everything? I don't think so, because I do think Unc is kind of strict.
Don't hit me with the three sides. There ain't no three sides to this story, man. Oh, we know what it is. Why are you doing the extra? Just I already saw the video, but it's still making me scratch my head like, how dare you? Like, how could you? I thought you was. Oh man, I went and I was over there simping on your IG too, like a while ago. I should be ashamed of myself.
If you look at his other podcast, you can't even poop in front of Shannon Sharp.
So,
You get what I'm saying?
What
So,
does that have to do with whether he raped a woman or not?
right.
well,
yeah.
I'm just talking about the other things about him being controlling. I'm not talking about the whole rape
That
situation.
ain't got nothing to do with what's going on right now, Jess.
But she did make other allegations outside of the whole rape situation. But in this
Wait,
particular,
wait, 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 wait. You blame Shannon Sharp
yes,
for fucking
For getting sued. You blame. I'm sorry, I keep cutting it off here.
with women, and he a single person.
Yes.
Wow.
no, I blame him for dealing with women who he know could potentially want him for what he has. Come on now, Shannon.
You don't
You
know
Yeah, but
might
that
that's
not
the
though.
have seen him to this
framework,
point.
though.
Okay,
That's
so let
why
me
they
ask you.
get
Wait,
on
wait,
this.
wait, wait. Let me
I
let
mean,
me ask
come
you a
on now.
question. Let me ask you a question. What woman won't deal with Shannon Sharp based off of what he has?
Yeah, I want to hear this one.
Precisely. So my thing is, Shannon, you
Are you
got to know.
saying he should never ever deal with a woman?
But if you're dealing with a woman who's 30 years younger than you, probably looks a certain way, probably like the typical IG baddie, you gotta know.
So what? I mean, you like a typical black woman. What are we saying here? Well, so basically, on your logic, Jess, right? Because of how you're thinking right now, since you look like the typical black woman, I shouldn't. Any black woman who borderline looks like you, I should automatically assume they all think like you, and I should never talk to them ever again. Right? Is that what we saying? Because that's what I'm getting right now. It's just not clicking for me, man.
What comes with that. I'm sure he wanted her for one purpose only and one purpose only, and it's to have fun with
How
her.
you know?
I'm sure he was not trying to make that woman
You
his
don't
wife.
know that.
Wait. When did it become a crime to engage in a consensual relationship?
With two adults.
All I'm saying is you got to know what comes with it.
And what comes? Wait. What comes with it?
With a man of his caliber comes a lot of different women who may want to use him or make accusations against him based off of what he has.
So you blame him for being successful
No, I blame him for dealing with women who are not of substance.
He's not acting his age. You know, you
Okay.
shouldn't.
Dylan, shut. Dylan, what did I can't even talk straight. Trying to deal with you. Stay in the left hand side corner. We ain't asked for your opinion just yet. Got the nerve to
Okay,
try.
so then,
That's what I blame him
so
for.
then
I'm
by
not
your
blaming him for
logic,
being
Stop.
successful.
Hold on. Have y'all lost your mind?
Yep.
No,
Yes,
I
they
get where
have.
Jess is coming from. If correct me if
Thank
I'm
you.
wrong.
Like, come on,
You're
Shannon.
trying
You
to
could
say
have picked a
that
better woman, bro.
he Unc is too old to be dibbling dabbling in
Thank you.
dangerous waters because it's
wait,
Yo, if one thing, if this whole Shannon Sharpe thing is if one thing that I will take from this, that I'm gonna put my foot down, it's that women, y'all are so selfish. I mean, I already knew that, but just seeing it with my own two eyes, like that selfishness, like what? His fault for getting sold, for being shaken down $50 million. It's crazy, man. Crazy. The judgment, it's just, oh my, it's so disingenuous. Oh gosh.
wait.
Thank
So
you.
if that's
Yes,
okay,
that nothing to do with it. That had nothing to do with it.
I
if
think
y'all
with
really believe that,
Oh my God.
so if y'all really believe that, then by that logic, the high value men that you guys want shouldn't deal with you then.
okay, well,
First of all, you comparing apples to
Wait. What?
You guys want shouldn't deal with you then.
okay, well,
First of all, you comparing apples to oranges.
Apples to oranges
no.
now.
Man, he's a whole
No.
different caliber of man.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter though. A lot
It
of y'all
does.
standards, a lot of y'all standards revolve around men who have fame, status, and resources.
Yep.
Correct?
Ooh.
And have power and
You.
influence, right?
You.
A good majority of y'all standards revolve around those
Are you a
metrics.
woman?
Oh my God.
Jess,
No,
How you know we
no,
don't?
a lot of y'all.
the
No, a lot. I don't know.
You can't
A
Hey,
lot
no,
of
no,
y'all.
hold on. Are y'all honestly listening to yourself?
Nope.
I think I hear that.
I don't agree.
You're blaming a guy for
For
getting
dealing with a low caliber
accused.
woman.
No, I don't think.
Wait, don't listen. Hold on, wait.
Yeah, I disagree.
Nobody deserves to be falsely accused. I don't
Right.
No, I think
No.
I don't care who you dealing with.
Nah, he not twisting nothing. You said that you blame Shannon for this. Don't you see that? You see that? I should zoom in on your ass right now. Just fucking cause you said what you said. You said I blame Shannon for this. Man, we living in the crap. I should cut the video off right here, bro.
It's just like no. If you get
Look at it, and she just smiling, just laughing like it's funny.
not you, I don't want to use anybody on the platform.
You should.
If
You
a
should.
woman walks down the street,
You should.
You twisted it, Anton.
you didn't hear what I was about to say yet.
Yeah, shut
How
up.
am I
No, he's
twisted?
not.
because you're confused on what she was trying to say.
No,
Thank you,
no.
David.
She
Thank
didn't
you.
say nothing
Turn
yet.
it into something that it's not.
You get ready to ask how, and I'm gonna explain the how before you have to ask how. So just give me like 20 seconds. Jess was
You know what I'm about to say. Go ahead. You got
No,
it.
I don't
Let me hear what I have to say.
I'm trying to mitigate the confusion. She's
Thank you.
referencing, brother, if you acted your age, you wouldn't be in these type of issues. Shannon is successful. He's, I guess, a little bit intelligent. You should be married. You know what I mean?
Dealing with women who don't have nothing.
Wait a minute.
Yo, I can't stand when unmarried folks be trying to give marriage advice. What are you talking about? How you should be? Why you gonna tell this man is successful almost everything that he did? He what, 56, 57? Got a popping podcast, had an extraordinary NFL career, was a great anchor on multiple shows when it comes to sports. Did the Cat Williams interview, did a lot of interviews. Club Shay Shay is on point. Like, come on, stop it. He getting shanked down by a demon, and you saying that it's his fault. And he's too old. What is this? What is this too old? Why? Who who made the criteria of when you can and can't do something? You see. Nah, I'm being real, like tricky with my words, because I don't want to make fun of people. I'm not here for that. I'm here to enjoy the content. I should bring up Chung Lee right now. I should. Me and Chung Lee should have a discussion right now. But I ain't gonna do it. I'm just appalled, man. Like, my feelings are hurt. Like, for real.
Wait a minute. I'm not saying that the young lady is, she has a right to make a false allegation just because of his status. What I'm saying is that his chances, the likelihood of such an older, successful brother, this would not be likely to happen to him in his age bracket.
Man, come on, son. Like, who really trying to deal with it? I mean, come on, man. What are we, like... but Tracy Ellis Ross can say whatever she want to say, and it's cool. It's fine. Oh my! I just why would you?
It's in his his background. If he behaved like a man,
you know what's so interesting about that though, Dalen? You know what's so interesting about that? And I can't even believe that I even have to explain this to you guys because we all old enough to be able to put two and two together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is crazy.
The same lawyer sued Jay-Z for a woman that made an accusation that he had never seen her before in life.
Right.
Mm.
So any guy can get accused of doing something just because he's successful.
Well, we're not negating that.
That's not the point I'm making.
Yeah, I know. Like,
but they're completely twisting it up.
If the results are the same in a lawsuit and a shakedown, then what difference do it make the circumstances that then cause it, whether he was involved with a woman or he never got involved with the woman, the fact that he becomes a target. See, this is the problem, is that we not having sympathy or empathy for the actual real victim. Mm-hmm. Oh, boy.
Right.
See, this is the thing that women y'all coined the term victim shaming, and you're doing it. You're victim shaming somebody who is a target. Okay. Listen. If I see a woman and somebody snatch her black ass up because she was wearing something that somebody deemed inappropriate, does she deserve to get raped?
No.
Does a woman deserve to get raped?
Let's look at the moment where Jess realized that she made a boo-boo. Let's look at the moment when Jess realized that this isn't TikTok. Let's see. If you stare into her eyes, right, you'll be like, "Oh, how am I going to get around this?" Let's run that back a little bit.
Does she deserve to get, because she was wearing something that somebody deemed inappropriate? Does she deserve to get raped?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Does a woman deserve to get raped because she's wearing promiscuous clothing?
No, but by wearing promiscuous clothing, you have to know what comes with that.
Does a woman deserve to get raped because she's wearing promiscuous clothing?
No, but I feel like two things can be true.
Why shouldn't I hold her accountable for wearing enticing clothing?
If she's going to wear that, you have to know what comes with that.
Because that's what
y'all never say that though.
No,
y'all never
yes, we do.
Stop. So grape comes with it?
No. It could potentially, yes.
So the possibility of asking for unwarranted reactions. That's what they'll tell us. You need to dress appropriately, or you're gonna attract the wrong attention, and that can't.
But you know what happens though?
But just like he's trying to get us to say, "Oh, well, you deserved it." But we're not saying that Shannon deserved it.
Y'all are missing the point. Y'all are missing the point.
We're saying have good discernment.
Hold on. The first thing that Jess said is that I blame Shannon.
Yes. That's what I'm going with.
I couldn't use those choice of words, but I was giving background because I got
it. Doesn't matter. You echoing the same sentiment and you jumping on the band.
Yeah, sister code.
Women. No. What it is
She's not blaming him for being accused. She's blaming him for being an older man who's running around, but then you take it back to what any man could
Why
be.
can't an older man who's successful get some buns that's early 20s?
We didn't say that he couldn't, but just like that,
You just said that he shouldn't and he couldn't and he's not supposed to and he was not in his age bracket. You know what, y'all? You want Shannon to be with an 80-year-old, don't you? You want since Shannon is 56, so he should be dating someone in his age, late 40s, early 50s. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I have seen some really attractive women in their 60s, boy. So I'm not even gonna say that they're not out there, but that's not here nor near the case. I just don't like the fact, like, why are you putting on strings on people anyway? Like this, it shouldn't even be a conversation about what he should or shouldn't have done. This shouldn't be a hindsight scenario. This whole conversation right now, the one that they're having, should not be talking about what he should have done. This whole conversation should be about this man is being shaken down for what seems and looked to be nothing more than I ain't gonna lie, Shannon, you do make it hard to say what I'm about to say, but nonetheless, he is the victim. Shannon is the victim, okay? From what I saw, from what I've read, and what I've heard, it seems as though she set him up the entire time, right? I'll even go even further to say I don't think Shannon even cared, right? I don't think he even cared that he possibly knew. I think Shannon knew this could have happened. I think he knew it could have happened. And I don't think he cared. Not even a little bit. And now that it's happening, I still don't think he cares. If anything, I think this may be a great thing. This may ultimately become a fantastic thing because it happens too often, man. All right. The people that it should be happening to, good, great. Go on, get your money. Yeah, you deserve it. The only case I can bring up right now that seems very warranted, and this is y'all know the Diddy and Cassie case. All right, gone, cool, great. Go on, get it, fine. But the Shannon one, nah, man, it's not good. It's not good, and it's not just bad for Shannon. It's also bad for a lot of women out there too. It is, man, because now if something like this actually does happen, the amount of proof, I strongly think after this case with Shannon is done, I think the amount of proof a woman is going to have to need to settle a case, whether civilly or in a case where the man can get locked up, the amount of proof that she's going to have is going to be pretty much undeniable now. Now it's going to have to be freaking undeniable because it's happening too often. And it's not even like this seems to even be justified. Like, you can tell that she set him up. If Shannon has to pay $50 million and we can all clearly see that he's being set up, if we can all clearly see that, and she gets the money, all hope is lost. But not for men. But all hope is lost.
They say, well, the point is that they always say that you're too old to be doing something. And yeah, if you're being up, they'll say that about a woman. You're too old to be running around.
But this the thing, though. This the thing. It don't matter if she's 20 years old or what she look like.
Yo, because one mic at a time, y'all. One mic at a time, please.
Sorry, can I say this real quick? Like, it doesn't matter that because women can be a certain type of way when it comes to money, and the love of money is evil. So it doesn't discriminate on what she looks like or how old she is or anything. But it's getting to the point to where women are so allergic to accountability. We gotten to the point to where we're really just blaming men for anything.
And everything.
Like this man
Oh, no,
is
Shorty
obviously
needs to be held accountable. Nobody's negating that Shorty needs to be held accountable, but we
Yeah, but we
also
can't blame
that Shannon
him.
Sharpe had better
But that's not the blame. We can't waste our time defending something, someone where they're not being accused. Okay, we're not accusing Shannon. We're not saying, okay, you deserve this. We're saying the likelihood of something like this happen increases because you are not behaving like an older man who's been there, done that. You've had decades of running through pussy, and
I want to know though,
you guys,
how many rich, powerful men? How many rich, powerful men throughout the years have dated women who are much younger? If you guys are trying to stop that trend, you guys are centuries late. Like that's what men like to do. Okay, you're not going to change that. And successful men attract women of all ages. And look at the founder of Playboy. Look at
Yo, Jess is a hater, man. Like, why are you hating so bad on a man like that, yo? Such a hater.
Like all of these guys. Look at the 80-year-old who married the blonde porn star. Like, if you guys are trying to stop that trend, that's really not. But I do. I don't think two things can be true, ladies. Two things can be true. So hold on. Let me just say this really quick. Two things can be true. So nobody deserves to be attacked if they go outside and dress a certain way. However, if your mama told you not to be sneaking out of the house at 11 o'clock at night with them come F me shoes on and those booty shorts on, and that girl you know that you're not supposed to be messing with, and then something goes down, that's also true.
That's all.
You just proved our point.
Like I said, I said two things can be true at the same time. But you're not going to get rich men young women. That's just not going to happen.
You know what's really sad is that because like this could be like this is a true like proof like okay, so a thing about me, I hate feminists. I do. I think that it's a ruin, but that's a whole different thing. But the feminists are about to start backing up this woman, right? And then what's gonna happen is instead of women like because if we want to like try and stop this type of behavior from happening, we got to start holding women accountable. Like no. Not giving them like the benefit of the doubt, just being like, you know, if anything, if you're not gonna, don't say anything until bigger facts actually do come out. Because if we don't hold women accountable and we just go straight to blaming men, and then we sound ridiculous when we do blame men, like that's like a big core of that's a huge problem. Like because
she's understanding, she's getting it. Because she's seeing the bigger plot of it all. Because it's not going to end well years down the line, down the road. Like, this may be working right now, but it's not going to continue to work. It's just going to get worse. And women are going to find themselves in a horrible place. I'll take that back. Women who do shenanigans like this are gonna find themselves in a horrible. How long do y'all think OnlyFans is gonna last? Like, seriously, like let's be real about it. Even like the corn industry, like it don't seem like it, but it's falling down to the wayside, It's going down. It's going downhill badly. They got to the point now where you can't even go to certain sites in America because they're banned. I mean, they literally one of the most top corn sites in America, possibly even in the world, is banned from America. Now, granted, there are ways around it, but point still taken. They banned it. That is a huge step in what's taking place. So all this sexual liberty things that y'all have fought for, it's almost like y'all killing the very thing that y'all fought to have, little by little. Not thinking about the next generation of yous. Now, I'm not saying we need any more like them, but at the very same time, like y'all, like this is how detrimental that certain women are to each other, You literally biting the hand that's feeding you. Like, that's what you're doing. It doesn't last long. And Danielle, she's getting it. She's trying to express it in a very articulate way, but they ain't hearing. Especially the hater Jess. I'm so disappointed in you, Jess. Like, for real, I'm just disappointed.
You can't believe all women. It's obvious what's going on. And if men are, even men who don't even have that much money as Shannon Sharpe, they go for younger women. You know, like, what's his name? TK Kirkland always says there's a group of bitches graduating in May. You don't have to deal with that. And even older women can make false accusations, you know, because they're older and they most likely are bitter and they just want to hurt, like, and when they don't get their way, it's just obvious what's happening. Now,
you make a good point. I think you said something, one thing that did make sense. The accountability definitely should start, I believe, in the courtroom. If they implemented some law that if you accuse, let's just say specifically to women that make accusations, but anyone that makes something as heinous as a sexual allegation, if it comes to find out that not only a sexual assault never took place and that you indeed, fabricated and intentionally lied, for, malice intent or anything like that, you will be subject to some sort of, conviction, some charges.
Jail time.
And it
I
is
feel like whatever.
I'll do you one better.
There's no first offense. You do 6 months probation. It's a mandatory.
Yeah, 6 months. Nah. Off gate 5 years. Mandatory 5 years. And you gotta do at least 3.5 before you can get probation. Nah, man. Nah. I like that idea. But see, that's what's happening too. That's talk has been going on for years. Women have been able to say things out the blue that are falsely accusing men of doing things that they never even did, and they get nothing. Nothing happens to them. It's a slap on the wrist, and that's really about it. Sometimes they may get some type of shaming or whatever, but like the man reputation is done for, right? So they say. Man, it is. I don't know, man. On one hand, I'm sick to my core that this is happening to Unc. And on the other hand, I'm like, you know what, man? It's looking like you gotta take one for the team, man, and fight this case off. Don't give her nothing. And word to the grapevine that you trying to give her 10. I'm not saying it's true, but if that is true and you did offer 10 just for it to go away, you never should did that. Yes, man.